In the lush jungles of Brazil, we can find the largest of all of the sauropods that Ingen ever created. A massive behemoth that put even the largest sauropods to shame. This titan roamed South America in the Cretaceous period, and its name was Dreadnoughtus. Commonly misconceived as a biocyn animal, this is one of the more complete genomes that Ingen ever created. It was made sometime in 2013, meaning it never was shown off in the park, but they did have it around for a couple of years. According to a few Ingen files, the Dreadnoughtus was quite difficult to cope with, as you would probably imagine a giant sauropod is. They couldn't really control it very well, and whenever this animal decided to get out, it wasn't really up to anyone else. It just got out. This individual is a female, and she measures almost 89 feet in length and weighs close to 70 tons. Dreadnoughtuses usually travel alone as well, which is quite unusual for a sauropod, but some people believe it's because of their massive size. They are more than capable of handling themselves, so going solo is a fair option. And their gargantuan presence isn't the only thing that helps them survive. They have probably the best sense of smell that we have yet to see in a sauropod. If you remember our Chasmosaurus researcher, Sarah Harding, she did a whole study on the Dreadnoughtus' smell. According to her, this is not something Ingen added, but it's actually something the Dreadnoughtus had in real life. But as for why, we really don't know. Dreadnoughtuses lived in a fairly dry environment, so they wouldn't need to really smell out any sort of plants, but some people think maybe it was to smell out water. Since water was fairly scarce back then, this would make a lot more sense for the Dreadnoughtus to have this. We asked Sarah, and she had to say this.
I think the water theory is pretty likely. If Dreadnoughtus was a solo animal, it would need to be able to sense water from far away.
While we were filming this Dreadnoughtus, it seemed it was heading towards a very large river, so this is probably what the smell is used for. Oddly though, we catch it doing something quite unusual, which is making a very small pit stop in this large dirt field. It goes over to a fairly barren part of it and starts to seemingly dig. And not just dig anything, but it seems it's digging a nest. This confirms a few things: that there is another Dreadnoughtus in the area possibly, and that there is going to soon be more of them. Now, as cool as this seems, this could be a huge issue for the environment, no pun intended. Dreadnoughtuses are probably the leading cause right now of deforestation. Yes, you heard that right. They take out acres upon acres of forests just by walking through them. This can cause them to be a massive nuisance, but more than anything, it caused them to be a danger to the environment. But back to the mother, it seems that she's laid out the formation for where she's going to lay her eggs. But upon getting closer, the Dreadnoughtus mother seems to be pretty unhappy with our presence here. She starts to aggressively snort, and then suddenly she starts to attack the camera. After taking out our drone, we send out another one fairly quickly to see what happened, and we discover that the eggs have been laid and the nest is pretty much finished. In the matter of an hour, it can't seem that the Dreadnoughtus has gone far at all, so we spend about 20 minutes searching, and lo and behold, we find it. The Mama Dread is sleeping. After laying eggs, she is probably exhausted and needs to take a break, but she'll probably stay in this area for quite a while, as sauropods are known to be pretty protective parents. As we've already learned, the Brachiosaurus is a pretty protective mom as well, so to no one's surprise, the Dreadnoughtus is not much different. With that said, I think I'm going to call it quits for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed me covering the biggest dinosaur we know that roams the entirety of the world currently. And remember, if something chases you, run.